Peace and good day. Hello there. So, my name is RIMIDI, and I'm here. I'm living. I decided to really document this process. It's something I've been talking about a lot, something I've been wanting to do for a long time, which is document this process that we call life. And I think that might be what others are doing, documenting their process. But I think sometimes we document it for the likes or for what others will say, and maybe even to get some dopamine rush and serotonin going to the brain, right? And that is just, hearsay. Some people could be doing otherwise. But as for me, my documenting is to really show this process in action and how we are able to navigate these life experiences, and that we are too able to create our realities. There are some things that we can control, and then there's some things that we have to surrender to. And so this whole conversation, this whole video, and this whole channel is really to document my life. Document how do you navigate, the good, but also the bad. What do we even perceive as bad? Sometimes we perceive things to be bad that really someone is worse than we are. Someone is worse off than us. And so really learning how to put into practice thinking positive thoughts, choosing happiness, knowing that we have the choice to choose happiness, choosing our thoughts more intentionally, and using our free will to really show up, to show out, and to walk in our purpose, using the tools that have been given to us. And oftentimes, we lack resources, access, information to these tools. And so, you know what I want to do? I want to go out there and get these tools, show you that it can be done, and show you that life can be a beautiful, beautiful story. One thing that people like to say is like, life is hard. It's easy, but it's hard. And it's like, life is what we make it. And everything is perception, and you're perceptive. So how are you going to make this life? I want to make sure I'm saying everything that I want to say, but I think I pretty much said what I want to say. So, I was going to touch on something before I go. What I do want to touch on is that I was born Shawnette Longley. And over the years, somewhere around my college years, I want to say my first year of college, when I was studying at the infamous and amazing FAMU, Florida Agricultural Mechanical University, I was a horrible student. I am a great student, but horrible in terms of showing up. I never showed up. And when I did, it was for, attendance purposes. But what was so weird is no matter what, my teachers will always know who I was. So it was really difficult doing that. I always made myself known, even if I decided to sit in the back and be low-key. I said I always made myself known, but I think that my energy makes myself known. And so while I was there, somewhere up in there, I got the name RIMIDI. It was given to me, and it was associated with music because, when I got the name, I was recording, and they were like, "You're the remedy to music," or however this name came about. It's so funny because it's almost like the name was always mine. And it's now, fast forwarding today, I realized that with that name, I had a lot of ego, a lot of alter ego, especially alter ego. I've always been a good person though. But I definitely was in my head a lot, and I definitely sometimes felt bigger than. And life has a way of humbling you to show that no one is more important than the other. And that is what my life feels like it's about. Stripping these old beliefs, ways of being, thinking, showing up, and really showing up as my true, divine, authentic self, and really showing up for the purposes of living out my purpose, God's will for my life, and using my free will to execute on that will. Meaning getting up, going into prayer, doing meditation, doing yoga, connecting with source, connecting with my inner self, connecting with me. So I wanted to say that because going into almost 40, I realized this about the past. And I also realized that the past is an old version of myself. And I loved and love the past version of myself. But in this version of myself, this new and future self, I'm shedding all of that to just show up as who I am now. I do love fashion, so I do get with it a little bit, you feel me? I do play a little dress up from time to time. But for the most part, and that's just playing, right? Because we're here to play. For real, we're here to play. Play doing what you love. And one of the things I happen to love is fashion and clothes. Makeup is cool, but I could live without it. Is it something I would want to learn to do? No, but I definitely would love getting it done. So with that being said, that's what this conversation is about, because on this channel, I want to dive deeper into my life's work. I want to dive deeper into getting this music out. I want to dive deeper into creating visuals for my music, creating events that correlate with my music, creating spaces, safe spaces for meditation, for yoga, for connecting with like minds, discussing education, discussing the future, discussing the state of being, the state of us, discussing business and business tools, business education, and of course, and most importantly, spirituality, mindfulness, and wellness, right? Mental health. So I'm going to do more videos like this and give more content. I want to leave and give value to this planet because it's essential. Anyway, it was a pleasure. Oh, and when I said, life and spirituality, I'm also, when I say wellness, I'm really meaning your wellness, your lifestyle. Find your remedy as your lifestyle. It's how we show up. We could get this money. We can have these nice cars. We can have all these titles and statures and all this amazingness. But if your mental and spiritual health is off, you still lost. So yeah, we're gonna talk more. Y'all be easy. Peace.